Samsung has come up with really interesting colors with the Galaxy Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus series. And right now I'm unboxing the Aura Red Galaxy Note 10. Now I'm not a fan of the red color a lot, but this red actually looks really good and something I might even consider to use as my daily driver now. Of course, depending on how light falls on it, it shows you different shades of red, and that's the whole point of Aura Red. But let's talk about that a little later and dive into the box and its contents. So you get the super fast charger. This is 25 watts charging. Also, the Note 10 is not going to be compatible with the 45 watt charger that Samsung plans to release. You do get the AKG tuned Type-C headsets, since the headphone jack has now taken leave from the Galaxy Note 10 series, and the Type-C cable, and some additional S Pen tips in case you do want to change the S Pen tip for any reason. Lastly, there is a case and some documentation that we've not yet talked about. Of course, that comes with the ejection pin. So let me just quickly open this up, and you do get the quick start guide, you get the warranty card, and then there is a rubber casing that you get for the Galaxy Note 10. So definitely slap that on if you do wish to protect that beautiful back. So that's it in the box, but let's get to that beautiful color again. It's absolutely phenomenal. Depending on how light falls on it, it'll give you different shades of red, all the way from maroon to orange to regular red. And it's all the way to the edges, so it looks really good that way. And even when you look at it from an absolute front perspective, you can see how the edges can show that it's red in color. And I think that little detail over there really makes all the difference. You can see how the red sort of comes off as an accent on the phone. The best thing about the Note 10 is its size. It's 6.3 inches of display, yet it's super easy to hold and to use. This is by far the most convenient Galaxy Note smartphone I've ever held in my hand. And needless to say, using this phone with just one hand is actually a lot more convenient than you would have expected. And generally, that would be something very unexpected from a Galaxy Note series smartphone, but here we are. A perfectly sized, large screen smartphone with an S Pen that fits perfectly well in your hand. Of course, the Note 10 is a bit different from the Note 10 Plus in a couple of ways. Firstly, there's a size difference, which is a significant one. It's 6.8 inches of display on the Note 10 Plus compared to the 6.3 inches on the Note 10. And that really makes the Note 10 a lot easier to hold. So the extra 0.4 inches on the Note 10 Plus does make it significantly larger, slightly heavier, but a better device if you want to use the S Pen for writing on it. But that size allows the Note 10 Plus to have a larger battery. The Note 10 is 3500, whereas the Note 10 Plus is 4300, thereby giving you a slightly better battery life than the Note 10. The box comes included with a super fast charger, which is 25 watts now, and it's got a USB Type-C port. So it connects with a cable that's Type-C on both ends. So connecting to a regular computer for transferring data might not be as simple unless you've got a Type-C port in your computer. The Note 10 Plus does support 45 watt charging that the Note 10 does not. Coming to the display, the Note 10 is obviously nothing short of being the best in the industry. Of course, a 90Hz display would have simply nailed all the checkboxes, but even in its absence, the sheer bezel-less HDR10 Plus dynamic AMOLED high-resolution display is just mind-blowing. It's as edge-to-edge as it can get, and it just melts so beautifully with the background. It really feels very high-tech in your hand too. Of course, the notch is now placed at the center, but nothing that would cause frustration. It doesn't meddle too much with what you're doing, and that's what matters. Oh, and the device does ship with a screen protector pre-applied, just in case if you were wondering. And just a quick note, they have removed the heart rate sensor that used to sit with the cameras at the back, but nothing that really matters to me personally a lot. And of course, you do get this beautiful Aura Red S Pen, which is absolutely stunning. This time, this entire thing is a Unibody tightly sealed unit with gyro sensors that would allow for air gestures. Of course, they might not be as useful, but I certainly feel they're useful, especially when taking selfies or using your phone to shoot videos using additional hardware, which, trust me, is a need that professional video shoots require. You can configure all the actions separately in the settings menu, and depending upon which app you're in, you can configure the settings accordingly, but more on that in the full review video. And yes, the headphone jack is now gone, and that's something we've been expecting anyway. I'll definitely be missing it, but you do get the AKG Type-C earphones in the box, and you can always use an adapter to connect your favorite old earphones. And then there's wireless earphones as well, like the Galaxy Buds or any other wireless earphones available in the market. The Note 10 ships with Android 9 Pie and is layered on top with Samsung's popular One UI version 1.5. To know more about the One UI features, do check out the video on the top right corner in the cards. They're all applicable to the Note 10 as well. Now there are a couple of preloaded apps as you'd expect, but there are some in Samsung folder like the My Files, Email and Voice Recorder that I typically found very useful. It is equipped with an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint sensor, but it is placed slightly above as compared to the S10 and the S10 Plus, but it won't matter to you if that's not a phone that you've been using. So yeah, that's there. And of course there's Face Unlock, which works pretty well. It may not be as super fast as the OnePlus 7 Pro, but it's still pretty fast and it just works perfectly. Another physical difference is that they've placed the power button on the left side now, making the right side absolutely button free. The power button can now be long pressed to activate Bixby by default. And if you wish to turn off the phone, you'll have to pull down the notification tray and hit that power button. But you can change this setting. So if you go to side key settings, you'll be able to configure the button to power off automatically on long press. Performance-wise, it's got one of the best and the most powerful processors in the smartphone market at the moment. Absolute beast in terms of performance. I did look at the benchmark scores and it did rank 6th as compared to some of the other phones that are in the market like the OnePlus 7 Pro, which does top the charts. But that's not a difference that you will feel significantly when you're using the phone. Now the Note 10 comes with 8 gigs of RAM at max and the Note 10 Plus comes with 12 gigs of RAM. But would you really feel that significant bump in the Note 10 Plus over the Note 10? Actually not. And lastly, the camera setup. You get a triple camera setup including a wide-angle lens for shooting breathtaking videos and photos. However, it does not have the depth vision camera that allows for taking live focus videos, and that's something that is reserved for the Note 10 Plus only. Having said that, you still get a ton of video options like shooting 4K and 1080p videos at 60 FPS, shooting in ultra-wide mode, shooting HDR 10 Plus videos, and it's also got the zoom in microphone feature. You do get live focus videos but only for faces, slow motion, super slow motion, and hyperlapse. So definitely a great phone for shooting videos. So guys, those were my overall views on the Galaxy Note 10 and the Aura Red variant. I'm really excited to be using this as my daily driver for now, until I do shift on to the Note 10 Plus. But for now, it's going to be the Note 10. Do wait for the full review that I'll be posting pretty soon. And thank you for watching guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Any questions? Leave them in the comment section.